The winter solstice is here, and for a lot of us, that means one thing: getting cozy with a warm bowl of Tangyan. But what if I told you this day was so much more than just a tradition? What if it was your body's single biggest chance to recharge for the entire year ahead? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into.
So that brings up the big question. Is a bowl of those sweet, chewy rice balls really enough? Well, according to the deep wisdom of traditional Chinese medicine, the answer is not even close. There's a much bigger opportunity here, a chance to basically perform a full system upgrade on your body's internal energy. Okay, so this slide gets right to the core of it all, a fundamental concept from TCM. The winter solstice is that one exact moment when yin energy, the dark, cold, quiet energy, hits its absolute maximum. But here's the magic part. At that very peak, a tiny little spark of yang, the energy of light, warmth, and action, secretly starts to grow again. It's the ultimate turning point of the year, making it the perfect time to sync up with nature and really protect that little flame inside of you. All right, so how do we actually do that? Well, for our first lesson, we're taking a page from one of nature's true masters of energy conservation, the bear. It's all about learning how to hide away and store your energy for the winter.
The golden rule for winter wellness in TCM really boils down to just one word: tongue, which means to store or to hide. Now, this has nothing to do with being lazy. It's all about being smart. The idea is to conserve your body's vital energy, its qi, instead of spending it all over the place. Think of it like a hibernating bear. You're basically putting your internal battery on a super efficient low-power mode.
So, how do we actually put this into practice? Let's start with sleep. The ancient classic, the Huangdi Nijing, gives us a super clear game plan. Hit the sack early and let yourself wake up a little later. But here's the real pro tip. Wait for the sun to be up before you get out of bed. Seriously, this simple little habit lets your body's young energy fully recharge overnight without you shocking the system by getting up too early.
And this exact same idea applies to how you move your body. Just take a look. On one side, you've got the stuff that drains your battery. Those super intense, sweaty workouts that are literally pushing your precious yang energy out of your body. But on the other side, that's what charges it. Gentle, warming movements, like a nice walk, some restorative yoga, or Tai Chi. The goal here is just to feel warm and energized, not completely wiped out.
Okay, so we're working on conserving energy from the inside. Now, let's talk about protecting it from the cold on the outside. Lesson 2 is all about building what we'll call your 3-warm shield.
So this winter armor is really targeted. It focuses on 3 super important areas: your feet, your back, and your abdomen. So why these spots? Well, in TCM, they're seen as the main gateways where cold can sneak into the body and put out that internal flame we're trying so hard to keep going.
All right, let's get practical. For your feet, which are directly linked to your kidney meridian, a major energy highway, a daily foot soak with some ginger and mugwort is absolutely amazing. For your back, which is home to some crucial energy points, high collars and scarves are basically your new best friends. And for your abdomen, just keeping your belly covered, maybe even cozying up with a hot water bottle, helps keep your whole digestive fire warm and running smoothly. Of course, we can't talk about wellness without talking about food, right? It's not just about what you do, it's very much about what you eat. So lesson 3 is all about fueling your body from the inside out, using the 5-element color theory.
Now, this chart breaks down a really beautiful idea. Different colors of food actually nourish different organ systems in your body. In winter, the absolute main event is black foods, things like black sesame or black beans, because they give a major boost to the kidneys, which are seen as the foundation of all your energy. But to keep the whole system balanced, we also want to bring in some yellow for digestion, red for circulation, white to support the lungs, and even some green to help keep our mood steady.
And look at this. This is how we can bring it all together. Right back in that traditional bowl of tangyuan we started with. Instead of just picking one flavor, imagine a mix: black sesame for the kidneys, red bean for the heart, and sweet potato for the spleen, all swimming in a warm, spicy ginger and brown sugar broth. All of a sudden, this isn't just a dessert anymore. It's a powerful, balanced, and medicinal meal. We've spent a lot of time on the body, but you and I both know that's only half the battle. Our final lesson is all about the mind and learning how to put it into a state of deep rest, or as we're calling it, silent mode. You know, this quote from the source material just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The biggest energy leak for so many of us isn't actually physical at all. It's mental. That constant worrying, overthinking, and stressing out can drain our batteries faster than pretty much anything else. So, how do we actually flip that switch into silent mode? It's probably simpler than you think. First, try to avoid starting any huge, complicated, brain draining projects during this deep winter period. If there's a stressful decision you have to make that can wait, let it wait. Let it wait until spring when your energy is naturally rising again. Or maybe the simplest tip of all, find a sunny spot, close your eyes, and just be. Let your mind go quiet for a few minutes. So, maybe we should try to reframe the winter solstice. Think of it less like just another day on the calendar and more like an official holiday pass from nature itself. It's a holiday for your body to rest deeply, a holiday for your mind to be still, and a powerful invitation to completely recharge. And that really just leaves us with one final question for you. As we lean into this time of quiet and restoration, take a second to just check in with yourself. How's that internal battery doing? By following these simple lessons from our wise, hibernating bear, you can make sure that when spring finally comes around, you're not just surviving, you're fully charged and ready to thrive.